I'm just gonna bring y'all a little video about Fukushima. Man, this stuff's crazy. People need to take it serious. You need to make all this stuff viral and send it on.
All of the humans is going to be these ill winds. I've had them in the data since, probably 2004, without understanding what I was looking at. And still to the point where I even named them the ill winds and had the radioactive volcano and all of that in previous Alta reports, described the situation we're facing now a number of years ago. Even then I didn't really grasp what we were looking at, and I thought maybe it was going to be as a result of war, not recognizing that the Israelis were going to be Zionists were going to be part and parcel of the destruction of the Fukushima Daiichi power plant that causes the situation we're in at the moment, right?
Oh, okay. We need to clarify that. Stuxnet and the connection to Israel. Tell us about that.
Stuxnet is an engineered, very complex group virus. It's a computer virus that was engineered by at least 120 people. A big effort, and it was put together by the Zionists. Whether it was actually actually crafted in an Israeli Tel Aviv building, or it was done at Microsoft, is immaterial. It was done for the Zionists, by the Zionists, and it was let loose by the Zionists. It's designed to interfere with the Iranian nuclear effort. It's designed to destroy their power plants. The side effect is that the Daiichi power plant and one or two others use the same technology as the Iranians, and so the Stuxnet virus caused the Daiichi power plant in Fukushima to go batshit just at the time that the engineered tsunami hit and the engineered earthquake hit, and it caused a real problem there. Plus, there was this really strange, unexplained, denied, and the fact that it's denied confirms it in my mind, appearance of a number of Israeli citizens with a device on the roof of the Fukushima Daiichi power plant number 2, I believe, that in the device itself, if you'll go online and look, resembles all kinds of interesting explosive devices for setting off larger explosions. And having gone through the War College with my dad in the 60s at Leavenworth, I'm very familiar with the types of material you need to cause nuclear problems, especially since they had to train everybody in the 60s in the military about Fat Man and Little Boy. That's what they used as their examples to let them all know about all of this. And it's odd that or not odd, it's actually fitting that the technology used to do in the Fukushima Daiichi power plant is very similar to the in almost a copy of the ignition tube for the Fat Man nuke bomb that was the basic design that we had all through the early 60s. So it's like, proven technology, and they used it to destroy this nuclear power plant. Again, why would any kind of a being do this to our planet? I have no idea. But Fukushima was a hit. Whether it was a hit on Japan or whether it was a hit on the West Coast, I don't know. I don't know who benefits from it, but I know who's suffering from it, and that's a lot of us. Our data shows that it's going to get a lot worse. At the moment, there are hints in the current data that I'm just now starting to examine that suggest that the next point of a lot worse is going to be July 10, and that we may find a giant, horrific explosion occurs in or around that period of time. If it does, the issue of radioactivity in our food is moot.
People speculate another earthquake to hit the already bad situation, the reactor number 4, I believe it is, that this might basically cause it to topple over. Do you think that it would be another earthquake, or are we talking about something else? I mean, again, I actually do want to...
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
They could drive a Volkswagen Bug with a half a gallon of gas in the back of it into the reactor, and it would probably do it in. It's very tenuous at the moment anyway.
Yeah.
My data suggests it will occur with some hints in the model space that it'll occur in July, and that this is the beginning of the great harvest of souls that the Mayans talked about. And I can easily believe it. I'm sitting here in a level where my radioactivity is now several thousands of times higher than it was a few years back, less than 10 years back. And so I see with one or two more, and most of this increase in radioactivity is less than a year old, and so I see with one or two more events, the certainty of my death from radiation in 5 years is pretty good. Because within the first month, it was estimated that everybody in Seattle, within the first month of the Fukushima accident in 2011, on March 11, It was estimated that everybody in Seattle had had the opportunity to breathe in at least 15 hot spots. It takes only one to cause a fatal cancer. A certain type of radioactivity in the form of, the heavier elements, strontium or, God forbid, plutonium, and you're toast. You're dead within days. You'll be bleeding out. Strontium longer, but plutonium within days. So the certainty of the great death wave is here when Fukushima goes.
Check this guy out. Onto this. The form fish is served at sushi bars. You'll have to come check this out. And the radioactive particles circulate the world, taking 40 days. Make all this stuff go viral. Tell everybody who you know. People need to be preparing for this stuff. People have kids. Especially, you should be on top of this stuff.